Hi, I'm Pastor Mira, and welcome to the Worship Center. You know, in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 5, verses 14 to 16, it says these words, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." You know, this space is our new worship center. It's to be a light to everyone in the house. And really, it's about seeing God's power and God's might and the hope that there is something bigger and better than us, someone in control. You know, as I walk in here and I see that cross, it reminds me and gives me the hope of God and reminds me that we are grounded in God. Let your light shine before others, that your good deeds may glorify God. And that's what this entire building is about. Not to glorify us and to say, wow, look at our new church building. But it's so that we can be a light and we can shine in this community for God, working in and through us. Our worship center will now be the home to both our contemporary and our traditional worships. One place, a space where we can gather and pass one another. You'll see the central piece. The central image is a cross. It was made by members of our congregation and hung just recently. And there'll be 2 LED areas for projection. There's still a lot of work to do in this space. There's audio, there's visual stuff coming in, and there's still lighting to happen. But we are super excited that we're going to be able to worship in this space in the future. It has seating for 500 people, plus a stage area for the worship team, the choirs, and the pastors. We wanted it to be an intimate space so that the congregation doesn't feel too far away from the worship leaders, but also big enough on a flat floor so that we can do many creative things in the future. We can move around chairs. It's versatile to do Monday, Thursday services, and we can even have larger choirs and special events in here that might reach and will reach beyond our church community. I'm so excited for the new and different types of worship services we can do and the events we can welcome into our worship center. It also will have state-of-the-art technology. There'll be a hearing loop for those with hearing aids on the FM radios. Behind this area, there is a sacristy, choir rooms, bell rooms, contemporary room, and lots of storage for worship and for decorations for the holidays. Later at the end of the tour, you'll hear from Pastor Jake in the chapel, and the chapel is another space for us to do worship for small, intimate services, for funerals, and small weddings. I really look forward that when we can worship together in this space, it'll be a place where we can honor and glorify God, but also where we can be empowered and motivated to shine God's light into our community. You know, as you finish the tour, I hope you'll see the awesome work that God has been doing the past 2 years through the gifts of members of our congregation, those that have given financially, through the gifts of those who have provided service and labor. There are many handmade pieces that some of our woodsmen have made for this church. Even to the prayers that are covering the concrete under my feet here in the worship center. Ways in which I hope and I pray you will see God at work in this space. So may you leave here inspired and excited and ready to answer that prayer boldly. Lord, what do you want to do through me? For how you and I answer that question will really set up generations to do ministry in this place. I look forward to worshiping with you here in the future.